We're ready when you guys are. So first we want to start off, Vern, if you want to say your first and last name and spell them for us.
Laverne Good, Laverne Good.
Wonderful. And then we'll let Jeremy take it over.
Alright, so basically I'm going to start asking you just about your symptoms and that sort of thing when you started coming in. Okay.
Pause 1 second. I'm just going to get this microphone in a little bit closer. Does that feel weird having this microphone this close to your face?
No.
It's amazing how close I can get it and you don't even see it in the...
You can't see that?
No, can you believe it?
No.
That's not in the
picture.
picture?
Oh, no, it is. Oh, I couldn't see it. And that's what I was like, I don't believe I can
how is
get
that
it.
not in the picture?
I know, but I couldn't see it with that tree there. Okay, can you see it?
No.
No? Okay, we're good. I was like, how can I not see that?
I'm going to kind of talk about things separately too, because I know you had a few different things going on. Really though, your main problem
It's up there, right?
when you started coming in was really the shooting pains you were having in your...
Yeah.
That was a big thing
The
for
burning,
you, wasn't it?
the burning in my feet.
Burning in your feet, and you had numbness in your feet as well, right?
Yes.
R2 wrote all this down for me. I want to make sure she was doing her homework before we got started. So, well, what I'd like to do is, talk about, the burning pain that you were having in your feet, the numbness that you were having. I know your big toes were a problem. Talk about what that was like for you, and basically, the extent of how bad it was to make you call in and want to come in and be a patient here. If you could just talk a little bit about what that pain was like,
Yes.
the areas that it was in, that sort of thing.
Yes. It was in my feet and legs, the burning, and when at nights I just wouldn't get any sleep, mostly at night, and it would keep me up. I would have to get up at night, sit in the chair.
How many times were you getting up at night? How often was this waking you up throughout the evening?
And probably 2 or 3 times a night.
Okay. So basically then, just basically tell it from the beginning about, the burning pain that I had, because it's going to be on a commercial.
Yeah, so when we do the commercials, we can't hear Jeremy talk. We only hear you. So instead of maybe just answering his questions, if you could kind of complete the sentences, like, I had burning in my, legs and feet, since we won't hear him at all.
And it kept me out throughout the night, So just kind of tell your story in that regard. So where you were having the pain, what it was, and how it was keeping you up. And we'll do this a few times just so we get the best take out of it. So.
Okay, the burning was in my feet and legs, and I had it was so bad that I couldn't sleep at night. I'd get maybe 2 or 3 hours of sleep at night, and that was about it. The burning was so bad that I just couldn't sleep.
How intense was the burning? What did it feel like when it was at its worst?
It felt like it was, my feet were on fire, and it was just so bad that I couldn't sleep.
And there was really nothing that you could do to alleviate the pain, right? Talk about that, how there was just nothing really that you could do to get any relief.
Yeah, I just couldn't get any relief at all at night. The burning was so bad, and I have to go sit in a chair for a while.
And I know you were taking gabapentin, so you were taking a lot of pain medication for it.
Yes.
Can you talk about that a little bit, about you know, how long you had been taking the medication for and how often you were taking that medication to help with the symptoms.
You know, I was taking about three gabapentin every night in order to curb the pain, and it was very. Sometimes it wouldn't even curb the pain.
And you didn't like taking the medication, did you?
No.
Talk about that, about how did you feel about taking medication on a regular basis like that?
The pain was so bad that I couldn't take it, and I took the medication, and it would help some, but I still had the burning pain.
Did you feel like the medication was really just a kind of a way to control it without actually doing anything to help you?
Yes, it was
What's a way to put it into words, I guess, right? You know, as you were taking the medication, did you feel, I guess, like, I know it was helping kind of control the symptoms, but did you feel like this medication's going to improve this and it's going to be better at some point?
Yeah, I didn't. I just didn't have any way of controlling the pain until I heard about Dr. Bush, and that's when I decided to come and ask what could be done.
And I know in the past probably you had been told, what kinds of things had you been told by other doctors about your neuropathy?
They said there was not much you could do about it, the neuropathy.
And say other doctors had told me, because remember, it's going to be on a commercial. So,
Yeah.
you know, talk about your experience visiting other doctors and just how many did you see and how many of them told you there's really nothing we can do, that sort of thing.
I didn't see too many doctors, but the doctors that I saw said that there was not much they could do about the pain. It was something that I'd have to have gabapentin or something to take care of it.
Basically for the rest of your life?
Yes, for the rest of my life.
How did you feel about that when the doctors told you that you were going to have to live with that pain for the rest of your life?
It was when the doctors told me that I'd have to live with that. I just didn't know what to do about it. So
Is it depressing almost?
yes, it was.
Say it was depressing to hear those doctors tell me that.
Yes, it was depressing to hear the doctors say that there was nothing they could do.
I remember when you first started coming in, you were down about all this. You know, and you smile a lot more now when you're in here, and you kind of laugh and joke a little more. So, talk about your experience when you first came in and saw Dr. Bush for the first time, went through your evaluation. What was that whole experience like? Start with the beginning of that and kind of talk about that some.
When I first came in to see Dr. Bush, I didn't know for sure whether there was anything that he could do, and so when I had come several times, then I had more.
Let's pause right there for a minute. If I can get you to maybe not rock in the chair, because we
Oh, is it
can't see the
rocking?
chair, we can only see from here up, and people are just gonna be like, "What is that guy doing?" Because they're not gonna know you're in a rocking chair.
You're just gonna be moving up and down on the
I
screen.
know it's gonna be hard to sit there and not rock.
I'm
But-
not very good at.
Nobody
Yeah,
is.
nobody is. But you're actually doing a really good job. So
You'd be surprised when you have people that do things like this professionally, how many takes they have to do to make it sound as good as it does when you're seeing it on TV. So don't.
But you're doing a great
They'll
job.
make it
so.
look great. Don't worry about that. You're gonna look like a professional when they get done with
Oh,
it.
yeah.
So,
Okay, so we'll start back
so
with when you first
so
came
when
in.
when you first came in, I mean, were you impressed with the amount of knowledge Dr. Bush had about neuropathy and that sort of thing?
Did you think that he could help relieve your pain, since people were saying that nothing could be done?
When I first came in, I had seen Dr. Bush on TV, and that's when I decided that I would come and see Dr. Bush and see what he could do for me.
What kind of, how did you feel after that? When you first initially saw him and he went over everything, did you have a lot of hope that you could get better in that sort of thing?
Yes, when I first saw Dr. Bush, he was very jovial, and I had more confidence after I had seen him.
And what has it been for you since? I mean, what was your experience here like?
Well, let's hold off on that. What did Dr. Bush say to you when you first came in? Did he explain the problems that you're having? Did he tell you that he could help you? And what did he say to you when you first came in?
When I first came in, Dr. Bush explained what the things were in my feet, and why I had the burning pain, and explained how he could help the burning pain in my feet.
Now, throughout treatment, can you talk about, the improvement that you saw with your feet? What has it been like from a transition standpoint from when you were here then, which has been a good year ago, I know you only come in periodically now. What are your feet like now compared to what they were like then? How much different is your life because of it? That sort of thing. So just talk about your experience, how things have changed from a symptom standpoint and that sort of thing.
From the time I came in at first to see Dr. Bush until now, I've had a very good
It's all right. You can start over. It's hard to figure out how to word it sometimes.
Have you been pain-free since then? Do you have any of the burning, or has he relieved all your pain?
well.
It's very little at this point. if
Yes,
anything.
very little.
Say something to the effect of, what do you think? I mean, we probably don't
Well,
want
I don't want to put words in his mouth.
right?
But tell us from before. How are you feeling now? Are you able to sleep at night? Was Dr. Bush able to help you? Through the neuropathy protocols that he did, was he able to relieve at least most of the pain so you can carry on with your life? You can get sleep. You can be active. You can,
I think,
lead
talk about
your
your
normal
sleeping,
life.
because I know that changed a lot for you.
Mhm.
That was a big thing. So
since starting your treatments.
Yes, after my treatment started, I could tell a difference every time I came, and they completely relieved the pain in my feet. It's been really, really good.
And you are able to sleep through the night now, right?
I'm able to sleep during the night now.
Talk about that from the beginning, just about how now, you know, you're able to sleep through the night and you can feel more rested in that sort of thing in the morning.
I've been able to sleep during the night, and I'm rested a lot better than what I used to be. I can carry on my normal life now, and
Has it changed things with your grandkids, being able to do things with them?
yes, I can do things with my grandchildren and things that I couldn't do before.
What other kinds of things do you want to go over, Heather?
Now, I mean, how do you feel about that? I mean, you came in here thinking that nothing could be done, that you were going to live the rest of your days with that burning pain in your feet, and then Dr. Bush said, "Nope, we can help you." I mean, how do you feel? I mean, that's a kind of an amazing thing that, you know, your doctor said there's nothing we can do, and Dr. Bush did it, and now you don't have to live in pain anymore. I mean, how does that make you feel? Can't even put it into words. It's so good. Are you relieved? Are you happy that you can lead your life? You can play with your kids. I mean,
Yes, I've had a lot better experience with my grandchildren, my children. We've had a lot of good times since I don't have the pain and the burning in my feet.
Was it limiting you, other than sleeping? Was it limiting any activities in your life, things you could do, things of that nature?
It was mainly at night when I had the pain. So it was the sleep that I didn't have,
And those nights are better for you now, right?
yeah, the nights are a lot better now that I don't have the pain.
How many hours of sleep are you getting at night now?
I get probably 8 hours of sleep now, where I was only getting maybe 2 hours of sleep before.
He's getting more sleep than I am.
yeah. How long had you had the neuropathy pain before you came in to see Dr. Bush? How long were you in pain?
I had the pain about probably 6 months before I came to see Dr. Bush.
And what would you tell other people who might be suffering with the same pain that you had? What would you tell them to do?
I would tell anyone who has neuropathy pain and burning in their feet to see Dr. Bush, and I know that he could help in the burning and pain.
Okay. And is there anything else you want to add? Is there anything else you want to say about Dr. Bush or about the treatments? Or I mean, were the treatments hard? Were they painful at all?
the treatments that I had were not as painful as I thought maybe they might be. I had Jeremy to help me along as I started, and the people here at the Dr. Bush's office have been so kind and friendly. I have really appreciated them.
Do you feel like, you know, the folks that are here, and I guess not just Dr. Bush, but everyone in the office in general is kind of almost as dedicated as Dr. Bush is, you know, to seeing you get results and that sort of thing? Maybe as compared to what you witness in other doctors' offices where you feel like they don't even want you there. What is it like in that regard with the staff and their knowledge of neuropathy and their caring about you getting well? What is that like?
When I came, the people here at the Dr. Bush's office were so friendly, and they wanted to help me. It was like a family here. And I know that there's been a lot of things that have changed in my life because of this, the visits that I have had.
A lot of good things, we hope.
Are you grateful for Dr. Bush and his treatments?
And I'm grateful to Dr. Bush for all that he has done for me. And,
what do you think?
Wonderful, wonderful. Anything else you want to add? Or are you done?
You've talked more here today than you've probably had talked in months, haven't you?
I think I'm probably finished.
Okay, well, wonderful.
There's-
You did a great job.
Believe it or not, you did a good